Alright, and we should be live, I think. With the sound intact as it's supposed to. Hey gaming guy, welcome. Alright. So, we have some pretty cool things to do today. Amongst those is the fact that we can finally... Alright, I took off the shaders last time. Video settings, shaders, complementary euphoria, let's go. I'm pretty good. How about you, man? I'm pretty good. I spent a few days here with a friend who's visiting from New Zealand, so we had a lot of fun. But this should be lined up perfectly. Right. I can relate to that. That should be lined up perfectly, though. And I think... I don't think there's anything here that is waterlogged. Oh, maybe that thing. I don't know, though. It's not anymore. Well... I don't think we have any waterlogged stuff here, though I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it. So we have that going for us. New Zealand indeed. I spent a couple of years in New Zealand, or a year in New Zealand, and a bit of that time I spent as an au pair. Oh, the screen also frozen? Really? Really? 1 second. There we go. Right? I hope. Yeah, okay, good. Right, so essentially we have prepared everything here to the point where I think I can almost start the thing. I don't think we need to deal with this because I don't see anything that is waterlogged in it. I do have to make sure that I don't see any floating obsidian somewhere. Here, all the obsidian is gone. Nice. Right. So before we start the machine, I'm just gonna go into the... Oh, damn, you gave me a scare. I'm just gonna go ahead and go into the design world to make sure that this indeed does work. I think that's probably, like, it would really suck if I started and then we have some sort of issue. Hey Aaron, welcome. So I don't need to remove this here, which is good. Do I spot Tinty up here? Okay, good. So I essentially, what I think I need to do is go all the way over here. Some of it, I haven't really been too active these last couple of days. I think if I knock out this. And essentially that's what's going to happen in the hardcore world. That's slowly going to move forward. Now, in the hardcore world, the hole isn't quite this big. which is something at least, but what I'm unsure of with this here is actually just the return. How that's gonna work. Ah, give me a second. I would have to check it out again, just to make sure. You do mean the server thing? It's a one-time event. Why? Yeah, good. When would it be? Also, how old are the others? That would be taking part of it. Alright, we're also close enough for this now. So this is the sort of stuff I'm really interested in, to see what happens here once that arrives over here. And by that I don't mean that I'm probably still interested, but it's and what sort of content do we expect out of it? Just I don't want to be too well, that's fine then. It's fine then. And when would the event be? Okay, so this is where it gets interesting, because I think the machine is just gonna plainly stop. And if so, I'm not quite sure how to make it move forward again. So I don't understand why it's just breaking through there. Is it because there's a piece too much down here? That does look sort of odd, that one. So I reckon that's likely the piece I have to move. They know me. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, sure. At least you piqued my interest. I'm not making a promise that I'll participate, but we can most certainly look into it. Okay, but I think with that I am pretty much ready to run the machine. I think I know what's going on, and therefore we should just be able to break this here. Oh. Pardon? Something went really wrong there. What the actual... Oh, we'll see how it interacts over here. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds just good, just fine. Oh, really? Bye. Alright, let's deal with these first. Alright, no, yeah, I understand. Alright, Aaron. Okay, so my thought was that it was this thing that was in the wrong, but it was not. Oh wait, it was. But those didn't, like that goes back, but this did not. And why is that? Well, it seems I have to take apart the entire machine. That sucks. But I suppose it's just what we have to do. I guess I'll start with this one. I'll have to make some space in my inventory for sure, though, first. And it might be a good idea to buy some more... Had I not done that? Really? I thought I had opened up the floodgates here. Must have forgotten to do so. Okay, let's hey Tim, welcome. Ah, there's something my game is really not happy about. Oh, this feels terrible. What's going on? Hmm. Alright, hold on. Is it... Because I feel like I did update the shaders. It is just a shader issue. It's wild. Whee. So all of this did not work, which is a big shame. It means I have to take apart the entire machine here, which is really going to suck. We're gonna lose quite a bit of materials here. Quite a bit of materials. We can try and catch as many of them as possible, but indeed, you're right. Sorry I haven't sent the recording to you yet, Tim. I'll get right on that after stream, but I'm I'm tired, man. I'm still even tired. That's good. That's good. Pumpkins I think I have plenty of, so I'm not really too worried about losing a bunch of those, but the machine parts here would certainly suck if I lost a lot of. We're also going to have to remove that complete side over there, which again really sucks, but we'll figure it out as we go. It seems that the machine, I can't make it work in the way it's supposed to. That is either due to like a building error that I have made, or because the machine is having trouble on my version of Minecraft. With the little bit of lag that might be in here with my world. So, we'll we'll try and run. We'll probably try with a different design, but I do need to pick up most of the parts because I imagine that a different design will probably still take up about this amount of stuff. Which kind of sucks. It would have been nice to be able to just start this here, but I did watch a video recently with a different design than this one, which seemed a lot smaller and a lot more compact, and worked just as good, so I might try out that design instead. But we're probably going to be spending most of today just removing the machine here. It's not going to be an awfully long stream today. I figured I would just come in and either run this machine and have that running a little bit in the background as we just talk and have some fun, or as it turns out, have to pull it apart, which is a shame, but not much to do about that. Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm not even sure I learned from my mistake. It's I was concerned about it, but I'm not really sure what I could have done to prevent this from happening. So it's sort of one of those, but it's fine. Sometimes you just have to bite the sour part of the apple and then learn to enjoy it anyways. I wonder why that became an expression, sort of taking a bite out of the sour part of an apple. Or apple's super sour. Yes, it is. My skin. I'm not gonna take off the elytra. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and walk over here. But this is my skin. My skin here. Nah, that sounds like a myth. I'm sure I could find a sour red apple too. Without too many issues. And honestly, I think I like sour apples better than I do regular ones. But I wouldn't really call them sour. Well, when I was designing the skin, I went for more. I was playing on a server with my mates. Backstory might help a bit here. And I suppose it was actually sort of a. Well, I was playing with my mates, but it was in regards to some very popular Danish streamers that were also playing on the server. And I sort of just wanted to be like this hermit living out nowhere. So I figured an old man would be pretty good to resemble a hermit. And then I saw this mushroom build where where the guy who designed the house sort of lived in a mushroom, and I thought, that's really cool. And And I thought to myself, all right, so what sort of people live in mushrooms? And I came to the conclusion that it would be best to make like a gnome sort of thing that lives in a mushroom. So I designed this skin with the goal of like being a old gnome living in a mushroom. And then I sort of just like really liked the skin. And so it stuck around, I guess. I have a few variations of the skin, but I also thought it was, when I started streaming, I figured that it was actually a pretty good skin for it, because it's distinct. It has, there's not a lot of people who has skins that look like this, and, well, if I wanted to, I could quite easily modify it for, like, Christmas and stuff. I could put the dude in a elf costume instead of a gnome, right? So I guess it was sort of that way I considered it. Though I did see, like, recently, one of my mates, he was like looking at to get a new skin. Oh, I don't know actually. I probably do somewhere, but I've had this skin for like 2, maybe even 3 years. But recently, a mate of mine actually looked for a new skin, and he found a pretty much replica. Hey, everybody. Of my skin. So there's someone out there who has redesigned my skin, and I don't know who or why, but there's a pretty much a one-to-one replica. There's a couple pixels off, but like there's a very convincing version of my skin out there that looks very much like the one I'm wearing. Of course, I mean, it could also just be someone who somehow made it look exactly like mine without ever having seen it, but you can't find it? My user, wait, hold on. What are you saying you're looking on? Hold on, give me a second. You're my skin on Minecraft, but you can't find the. Yeah, I disappeared as a user not long ago, which was like flabbergasted one of my mates because he's playing like modded Minecraft. Nothing against that, but he has sort of these platforms where he can place a player skin on it, and he wanted to have my skin sort of floating around over his character or over his enchanting table, and it worked out for a wee while, but then suddenly the skin became blank, and ever since then we haven't been able to find my user. Oh yeah, wait, Kiwi, do you have a new profile picture? Give me a second here. Gotta check that out a bit closer, don't I? Go to channel. Ah, right. Looking good, man. Looking good. Oh. Come on, follow me. Get away from my machine. I don't want you to blow it up. In case I mess up on that. Phantoms. You found me. Nice, good job. Oh, well, I mean, sometimes trash takes itself out, and that skeleton just jumps straight down. What a dumbass. Oh. Alright, let's try and see this. What does it say about me on my profile? Now that you found me anyway. Almost there. I don't care much for the phantom membranes, but the rest I do care about. No. Oh well. Ah, that's pretty neat. Just out of curiosity, what are you gonna be using my skin for? It's not that I mind, I'm just interested, you know? Oh yeah, that's probably when we merged the accounts. That's probably when Mojang and Microsoft merged and you had to do that transfer thing. I really want those. Oh, hello. Oh, right. Did all of it just drop down here? That's pretty convenient. So I can, like, grab all this stuff that is here. Neat. Well, seems like the rest despawned. Oh wait, nope. Thank you for saving that thing for me. That's very nice of him. Making me a mini Joe totem. Well, I mean, I have seen a lot of YouTubers do that. Though, not sure I particularly want one. I actually kind of like the regular one. But you're welcome to make one. At some point I might. Ow. I might want one. Ow. Ow. Really? Do you have any idea how rude that is, Phantom? Oh wait, I don't really have the rockets to fly about. Go on then. Where's the last one? I know that was free. Pretty sure that was free. Well, there was a hole there for sure. Okay. So I really, really want the this and this. Oh, oh. Whee. Ow, what did I just take damage from? Surely the yellow shulker is over here, right? Surely. It is. Get rid of that stuff in there. Ah, right. Dolphins. I was just about to be really scared when I heard something pick up items next to me. I was like, it's daytime. What's going on? But nothing too ominous. Alright. Well, I still have to take care of that, but that should go pretty quick when we have an axe. You sent me something, alright. Ah, alright, the totem. I might take a look at that at some point. Really? Might be better if I just go like this across. I'm gonna try not to make a dirty joke out of that. I'm gonna try to do my very best not to make a stupid dumb joke about that, but trust me, it's pretty difficult. I saw someone who did a hardcore challenge on the Reddit, which I thought was actually really good. It's self-imposed, and you sort of have to go through levels. But I thought it would be really cool to modify that into like a proper mod pack. But like it's a where he says like when you start the game, you have to acquire like a lot of things in order to advance into the Stone Age. Right? It's just like there's no added items. They're just like he has to get full leather armor, and he has to set up a starter base using only wooden tools in order before he's even allowed to start his before he's allowed to mine the first piece of cobblestone. He's not allowed to make a furnace and all that, which I actually thought was sort of a really cool challenge. If we ever do end up losing this world, I might actually do something like that. Because I thought that was really, really cool. It had a lot of potential to actually have some fun gameplay. There's 453 that use my skin. Jesus Christ. Wow, I mean, that's pretty wild. I had no idea. Well, that wouldn't quite be the case, considering, as I said, I designed this skin way back when, like 2, maybe even 3 years ago. My skin doesn't have a name, but I guess it is what it is. if I ever were to name it, I think I'd call it Old Man Gnome, but yeah, it seems so. I know, but it's flattering that some more people out there have. Again, I'm not gonna say that they copied, because there is a minute, although still a chance that someone just came up with the same scheme as I did. But how have you guys been? Like, have you had fun the last week where I haven't been streaming? That's good. That's good. Been up to anything in particular? Hey, Torcel, welcome. Yeah, it's been good. As I said, I got a visit from a guy I knew in New Zealand many years ago. Well, I guess it's just under 10 years ago now. I lived in New Zealand. And while I was traveling through New Zealand, I spent a year there. And part of that time I spent as an au pair, right? So meaning a live-in nanny, pretty much, which was good fun. And I was actually, well, taking care of this 12-year-old kid, which was fine. He was a good kid. Well, now he's almost 20, and he wanted to come to Denmark and visit me, so he did. Well, I've been at 600 subs for a while now, haven't I, Social? But thank you, I suppose. I could make money if I wanted to. Oh well, I could have already been making money, and let's put it that way. Like, I suppose if I were to promote, since I can get the super chats and get members now, I just haven't really set it up or bothered advertising it much. I'm still quite far off the monetization on like ad revenue, but I think I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watched, which is quite a bit. Not gonna lie. What's my current situation looking like? I can tell you in a second. Studio. So if I were to actually earn money off this, I would need the following. 390 more subscribers and 777 more hours watched on my videos. You sent me a digital gift, Saucer? Where? Pardon, and why? It's such a bummer that I have to take this thing apart and find a different design. I would really have loved it, that not being the case. I've seen it? Huh. You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific, Salsa. Ah, right, the animation? No, I haven't seen it yet. I'll check it out after stream, yeah? Give me a second. Oh. Well, that's actually pretty funny. If you don't mind, I might post that as a short, if you don't mind too much. I mean, if you mind, then I'm not gonna. All right. Really? All right. I'll link to your channel in the description of it, of course. Oh. Hello, good sir. Goodbye, good sir. Is it autumn yet? Nah, it's gonna be a wee while before it becomes autumn. I think autumn is in. It's after. Isn't it in October or is it after October? September, I think, I still considered summer. All right, never mind. You're in. You're an Aussie, right? So you're in the middle of the winter. I'm losing so many materials on this, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Well, at least in Aussie, right? The rest of the world, or in the rest of in the northern hemisphere, it's the other way around. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's confusing, but I guess I sort of get where you're coming from. Pardon? Not quite sure what you mean. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more context if you want me to keep up. Right. Alright, almost there for this here. Okay, so I think we're gonna go over with all of this. We're gonna grab the axe too, so I can take care of all the pumpkins. Ah, right. Grab me axe. Well, it turns out the World Eater design I had built did not work, so we have to make another one, or a different one, which really sucks. Not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Really? There we go. Yeah, it is pretty tiring, but it is what it is. Alright, have a wonderful class, Salsa. How much longer? Alright, not much longer. And now we drop down here. I try and grab as much of this as I can, but it could get challenging. Damn. Wait, did I? Yeah, I just messed up. Oh. Well. Welcome back, Kiwi. No, damn. Ah, I'm not gonna. Oof. I was hoping I could catch that, but instead I just became the Amazing Spider-Man and watched its neck break. Really? Mm. Is it frozen again? Really? It's not supposed to be frozen at all. There we go. Thank you. Do let me know if it happens, because sometimes I can't see it. Or sometimes I don't notice, I guess is a better way of saying it. Ah, I can't catch that one either. Damn. Eventually, I will catch one of them. Surely. Nope, not that one either. Well, I don't care much for the pumpkins, but... Oh. I guess we'll pick it up. Because it's just also a lot of blocks to just throw away. And I think that's about... Nah, that was... Okay, that was just rotten flesh, eh? Yeah. There's a little bit more, stuff down here, it would seem. All right. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I've really grown accustomed to the shaders too. How rude. I'm gonna have to spend some time figuring out what world eater we can build here instead. Hey, Taracle. Welcome. How are you feeling, man? Everything good? I'm gonna go down there to catch it anyway. I might as well just break it fast. You build an underground facility on Bedrock, and also, yeah, nice. How big is the underground facility? Oh, well, I guess we're going down then. Nah, Alright, hold on. You meant that I should build an underground facility on Bedrock? Nah. I'm not really interested in Bedrock. Like, how do I say this without offending anyone? I think Bedrock is sort of like a budget version of Minecraft. It's a very good budget version, but it feels sort of like a cheap knockoff in my opinion. Ah, right. You mean Lavway? Okay. Oh. Alright, Phantom, come here. Let's just get rid of that boy before he knocks me off again. Nah, and besides, I'm not really sure that the underground facility would be thematically good for the world, but maybe at some point I'll build one. But it's not a bad idea. I might do something akin to it at some point, but what do you exactly mean by underground facility? Like, I do plan on making a Dwarven Kingdom at some point. Would that count, you reckon? Or well, I suppose we're picking up blocks from now on. Oh wow. Really? There you go. Oh, did I put away all the food? I think I did. I suppose we'll have to go back and pick that up. I reckon this stream is going to be pretty short because for some reason I'm still super tired. So we're probably just going to take this out and then I'm going to call it a day. We're going to have to take that down tomorrow then. And look into a different world eater. Oh wow. Which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. We're in no rush. Alright, pick up all the items, and then I'm gonna call it a day pretty much. I know it's a short stream, and I do apologize. I'm still just knackered out, it would seem. Completely out of energy. Oh, what a shame. Well, in that case, we're not picking that up. At least by doing it this way, we're not losing too many materials. We're losing a few, but I should probably have done this for the top layer too. Alright, and we are going to call it a day here. Just sort of a small project, it would seem, that we got started on, but it is what it is. We do have to find the carrots though. There we go. Alright, so we managed to remove one part today. We'll remove this tomorrow and possibly more, but we'll see about that as we go. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I'll head out for today. Until tomorrow, have a wonderful day, and cheerio, Joe out.